Welcome to I-24 News. David Matlin here live in Tel Aviv. Thanks for joining us now. With some 10,000 students, teachers, and their families sent to quarantine in Jerusalem and elsewhere, the health ministry has also announced the country's first 2 virus deaths in days. Now, the threat of renewed lockdown measures hangs over the country as a renewed outbreak has become apparent. Now, Eyal Leshem has the story.
Multiple schools across Israel have shut down amidst a spike of coronavirus cases. A spike which prompted government officials to warn that economic shutdowns could be on the agenda again if the virus isn't controlled. But it's also raised the question, what did anyone expect?
And so when you increase the number of person-to-person contacts daily, and the main places where people meet other people are schools and the workplaces, we could anticipate that there would be an increase, including focal or local outbreaks.
Parents and teachers have been wrestling with the decision whether to send children back to school. Jobs are at risk and education is on the line, but fears over the virus having a deadly second wave abound. But epidemiologists say reopening is still the right move.
The decision to reopen schools is substantiated by experience from other places, pending the ability to identify local outbreaks, monitor the contacts of ill persons, quarantine them, and close individual schools where an outbreak is suspected.
So that's the government's policy. Keep monitoring and instantly shut down any school with a positive coronavirus case. 100 students in Jerusalem tested positive and were quarantined. In the south and Sheba, 175 for quarantine. Dozens in suburbs of Tel Aviv and Jerusalem were also quarantined as their schools closed. This just days after schools began reopening, putting a damper on hopes that the virus would finally pass for good.
This condition of circulating virus in the community, not as an epidemic that is countrywide, but rather focal outbreaks that are immediately responded to by quarantine of contacts, is probably going to last for weeks, if not months.
More than 17,200 coronavirus cases have been confirmed in Israel, and deaths are nearing 300. Numbers that have slowed significantly since the peak in April. But they still serve as a grim reminder that it's not over yet.